Well, hello there. This is Jaina. I am doing a check-in video on several things, and I shan't take too much of your time. If you recall, I had a 1-month HRT check-in in which I went over the changes in my body, which weren't very many, but I kind of set the stage to give you updates once in a while, and I think around month 3 is a really important milestone in any trans woman's journey to develop into that, or shall I say, to blossom into that beautiful flower that we all hope for and all feel inside. And then I might give a few life updates just as they happen. I haven't been too active on here because I haven't been around my computer, but I'll talk more about that in a bit. It's about 2.5 to 3 months since I've been on hormones, depending on what you would call a starting date. I took anti-androgens before I got on my estrogen, and then when I started estrogen, I got off the anti-androgens, and then I found some, and I started taking them again, but I only have a few months supply left, so the doctor doesn't want to give me Cipro or Spiro, the two famous anti-androgens, aka T blockers. So I'm fueled on pure estrogen, and it is good that estrogen has its own anti-testosterone mechanism built in, so I do have those benefits. Otherwise, I would be stuck with testosterone-based features. Alright, so there's no better place to start than the breasts. This is just like the stereotypical woman experience. This beautiful lumps of fatty tissue upon your chest. I came into this not expecting anything in the breast department. My family does not have those breast genes, or whatever you would call the propensity to develop larger, luscious breasts. So I didn't expect those. But then someone told me, HRT kind of bypasses the genetics limitations, and you might actually develop larger breasts than your mother and sister. So that makes me excited. Though breasts are not my number one pick. They're actually, of all the benefits I could increase, breasts would be around the last, because I just want something small, but nothing much. So when I last checked in, there was breast tissue growing around my breast, but nothing in the breast bud, which is just behind the nipple, as I've become so intimately aware of these past 2 months. You see, seemingly overnight, my breast bud came in, and the night prior to that, I was like, you know what, I'm not really feeling anything, and I kept pressing on them. I'm not really feeling anything, but I don't know, maybe there's something going on. The next morning, they were a bit inflamed, and they hurt. So I developed breast buds literally overnight, and they have grown a little in that time. This was about, I'd say closer to 2 months in, so maybe a month and a half ago that happened. And I even did an episode on it. You should check it out if you haven't already. You'll just look for boobies and breasts in the episode title of Just Jaina, and you will find it. Hello wife, I'm recording a quick video. Okay, I will continue as if she is not there, but it's distracting. Sure. Alright, she's gone. Sometimes I get self-conscious when someone else is in the room and I'm recording, because I know they're hearing what I'm saying, and there's nothing new to my wife. She's been in this with me, but still, that's just how I am. So the breasts, yes, they have definitely increased, and they stick out, and I already went over that in that video, so you should check that out. Next up, I'm not going in any particular order, nor do I have a list. Hair. I also did an episode purely on hair, and that one is very valuable if you want to know how hair loss happens, and how to prevent that and even reverse hair loss. Well, hormones are perhaps the best way to preserve and increase the health of your hair. That's because, well, for us MTFs, that is, our trans female community, uh, has a lot of hair benefit to grow from. And there's a study, a 6-month study that I think I linked. No, I did not link to. Please remind me about this study. I really want to share it with you. Where a balding female started hormones, and she was significantly bald. If I had to point, it maybe bald up to here, with like a small tuft of hair right here, but bald back here. So that little tuft existed in an island, and on hormones, only 6 months, the hair improved, and that island was eradicated. It became a part of the hairline, so it helped fill in, and she has nothing but benefits from here on. And I didn't expect any changes under my hair because, well, I'm somehow blessed with a good hair. My entire family on both sides have hair loss. All men, hair loss, hair loss, hair loss. And here I am, even before hormones, keeping my hair and growing it long. So I don't know how that happened, but I somehow defied genetics in that. And so I thought, you know what? I did lose some on the temples right here and right here. And I lost that at the age of 17. I started losing that at the age of 17. So what was a full hairline like that kind of receded a bit. And then 4 years after that, I started Propecia. And then after Propecia, I found dutasteride, which goes by Avodart or Dutas. But there are so many different brands, and you can even find them online, though you'll have to pay the premium from them being from a different country. I highly recommend it if you are concerned about your hair. So as I said in my hair episode, I've noticed some regrowth on some of this hair right here and here. What? I wasn't even expecting that. That's just an added bonus of my hormone experience. They're still baby hairs, but they're getting darker and darker. And females don't have a strong hairline, but the hair is diffused in such a way that makes them look like they have a full hairline. When really, you'd think males have more hair at the front. Actually, females on average are receded back further. But because of the diffusion of hair and creating that hairline, it gives the impression that they have a lot more hair when really they don't. They do, but in different ways, obviously. Like hair growth, hair volume, that's where men lack, biological men. So that has continued. Yay! What else? Skin complexion. Oh my god. OMFG. My skin, when the makeup is off, has the same glow as early on when I would wear a lot of makeup. In the early days of my hormone journey, I had to wear a lot of makeup to appear feminine. But now my skin has lightened and the complexion has improved, and I'm starting to see and feel what they call glow. Like when you transition into a female, you gain that glow, that radiance, the brilliance. It's like you have an inner light that's shining through your skin, and it's just so soft and glorious. And I'm starting to feel that even without makeup. Like, I literally have the thinnest layer of foundation on right now. The thinnest. Like, I've been backing up on the foundation, realizing I don't need that much. And you see, I still have some of the features of my biological masculine self, but it's it's being invaded by hormones and estrogen, and it's filling in. I'm wearing highlighter, and I'm wearing some contour bronzing agent, so as you'll see from the reflection. But other than that, I still have that cheek lift, there, because it used to be I smiled and it would clump up all the fat right here. I can't do that. But now when I smile, it lifts the cheek up, and that's growing and growing and growing. My lips. would you realize, or would you believe that I never had an upper lip? Never. It was like this. Very thin. And now, my upper lip kind of goes up. It's like the Cupid's bow is being drawn, ready to fire. Of course, I'm exaggerating in my... and my bottom lip is plumping as well. So that's my natural... just, I'd say 50% thicker in the lips. Yay! And we're still just getting started. Month 3 is when the good action starts to happen. That's like... most people I've talked to say don't expect anything for the first for 2 to 6 months. Don't expect anything. Your journey isn't even beginning yet. And I am just getting filled with this excitement and hope for what is to come as I am just beginning. Let me turn down this music a little bit. For our song background music, this is from Final Fantasy IX, and the song is called Frontier Village Dali, D-A-L-I, and you just type those words and add the word extended, and you can listen to this beautiful, tranquil music. Final Fantasy 7 through 10 really got me through tough times early on, so I'm going to try to play more music from Final Fantasy. It's a game series that has literally shaped my life. And I finally feel like I'm at the point where I could be a protagonist in the Final Fantasy storyline. I feel that significance. All the transformation, all of the life changes, and now coming out as female. I honestly sometimes feel like a kick-ass female protagonist, especially with my crazy purple hair. Alright, moving on. Body fat, I have not noticed anything other than the breast. Everything is really the same. This is purely guesswork, but it does seem like my legs, specifically my legs, are glowing a bit more. They shimmer when light reflects off of them, even if I haven't shaved in 2 or 3 days. So I noticed softer skin there. Not really on the arms though. But body hair growth, I haven't done any measurements or taken any readings, but my body hair growth seems to be reducing in speed and perhaps even a little bit of intensity. My chest hair is pretty much gone by itself. There's only little tiny, the lightest of wisps on my chest. I don't shave my chest except right there. So that's huge. That is huge. And you know those like weird stray hairs that are all over your body that are just one thick hair out of nothing? I've noticed a significant decrease in those kind of hairs as well. So that's just further proof that something is going on deep inside. Next category is mental and emotional. I get an orgasmic sensation when I cuddle, or when I'm close, or when I cling to my wife. It's just, that is, to be honest, that is what arouses me. But nothing sexual. Sexual things don't arouse me. It's cuddling, it's warmth, it's feeling cute and loved. That's what arouses me. Though, I guess I should have put a warning up for 18 plus. Y'all are adults anyway, even if you're under 18. I trust you with real life information. I don't have a sex drive, and if I am to be perfectly honest, about a month ago we tried, and it just didn't happen. But I loved the experience for what it was. The intimacy and the closeness. That's what I enjoyed. So I didn't even need the whole climaxing orchestra of sounds and whatnot. I didn't need that. I was happy just being close and intimate. So definitely, if you're thinking and considering HRT, definitely take that into consideration. The lack of sex drive. And I asked the doctor 2 days ago when I went in for my visit, and she said this is, of course, normal. You know, it's more normal on T blockers, anti-androgens, than it is on estrogen, because estrogen is a sex hormone, but I'm still building up to a cisgender level. Meanwhile, I am taking on the side some Cypro. I'm taking about 33 milligrams, because I cut them into thirds. So about 33 milligrams of Cypro. I told her about it, and I think she forgot, but whatever, at least I told her I take Cypro on the side from a long time ago when I thought I would go DIY. I don't recommend DIY, unless you're like super intelligent and can learn and can find what you need, but that, to me, DIY is too much effort. I just want to trust a professional. There's one more thing. So I might get my sex drive back, I might not. It would be sad if I didn't get it back, because I am in a loving relationship with my wife. But if I don't get it back, I have what I need inside, you know? I have the pleasures of cuddles. Nothing's gonna take my cuddles away from me. And just meaning and purpose and significance. I have that already. I don't need that in sex. Okay, thinking. Does seem my nails are growing a bit faster. I literally just painted these days ago, and look how much is already grown in. I painted that days ago. That speed is superhuman. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that's it. If I think of anything else during this video, I will bring it up. But really, like, the number one thing I'm really excited for is the face, of course. I think that might be most trans females' desires, is to have that beautiful, like, face of a woman. And I do have some exciting news. I didn't necessarily expect it to happen this fast, but I am passing really, really often. I will have social encounters up close, like mostly people taking my order or ringing me up for my groceries, and we will have a conversation, and I will put on my best female voice, which is like, hello, you know, it's something where you have the larynx up and you have your resonance at like a resonance. If I can give so that low is more masculine and the high is more feminine. So you pair that with talking with your larynx up like this, and you can at least sound more feminine, even if not. I mean, you're the judge here. I don't know if I sound feminine or not, but I've kind of stopped giving a care, because I have noticed when you have the physical appearance of being a woman, like just enough, like if you get to this much change, then you are given so much leeway regarding your voice. I always thought voice would be the bane of my existence, and it was for a few weeks until I stopped giving a care. I sometimes slip into my masculine voice, and I allow myself that. And when I use my feminine voice, people don't seem to question it. Perhaps I'm a girl with a deeper, raspier voice, and that's okay. I think all females do not sound uppity. There's so many females out there who sound gruff, and my advice to you, just find where you feel comfortable with. Find a place of significant improvement, but maybe not exactly all the way, and live in that, and be comfortable, and see how people respond. No one looks at you weird for having an odd voice. When my voice was more masculine, people would give me a little bit of a longer stare, and I knew that they figured it out, that I'm not biologically female. But people don't care, even when they know you or clock you. People don't care, at least where I am at. In the Northern California region, yes, a little bit more progressive, but there are some very conservative areas, and even in those areas of Trump voters and Republicans, even they don't seem to give a care about me presenting myself. On that note, I'd just say that everyone is aware that times are changing, people are changing, expressions are changing, and we have that to our benefit. So anytime someone encounters something that's completely new to them, they will default to the mode of thinking, times are changing, something's different, I can't pinpoint it, whatever, let's let it pass. And that's where your personality and your expression comes through. If you do not hold yourself back, if you be yourself crazily and abundantly and unhindered. I do that with my purple hair, some cat ears usually, maybe my heart sunglasses. I don't have them here to show you. I will be myself recklessly, and people love that. People love my character and how I'm goofy and I'm awkward, but I don't beat myself up over it. I'm confident in my awkwardness. If you can be confident in your awkwardness, you got it. Like, you will pass, or at least you will carry on a social encounter wonderfully, even if the other person knows. But regarding that, I have had so many amazing encounters with people where they knew, and I simply am myself. And it was at that moment I realized I am going beyond gender. Like, it doesn't now matter if I am female or male. I am me. So these people are receiving and acknowledging me, regardless of gender. And that's the place you want to get to and live in and be comfortable with. Because amazing things happen when people see your vibrant life force, your energy. They reciprocate, they take some, if they're not dull, that is. If they will reciprocate and share their own life energy because they have found someone willing to open up and let themselves out. Because so many people, 90% or higher people, guard themselves and they protect themselves against other people internally, and it creates very stale conversation. Would you like to supersize that? Do you want paper or plastic? Those kind of encounters where it's just we're getting business done. You want to create moments that go beyond time itself, so that you and the person you're dealing with can both express yourselves and receive each other freely. Those moments are mind-blowing, and they will give you a smile in your gut. You will feel your soul, your heart smiling when that happens. And where's gender in that? Gender is your presentation. Gender is what you feel. But true life encounters like that are... Gender won't contribute anything to that. You want to seek those. Now, in doing that and living that as much as I can, I have had really tough days lately, and I will tell you more about them maybe, if I remember. In doing that, I have also been received by my gender. And I have encountered dozens of people, hundreds of people maybe, who think I am female. Now, I say this without 100% certainty. I am convinced that they did not even notice perhaps my biologically masculine attributes. They stared me dead in the eye. We talked, nothing. No flitter, no eyeball thing, nothing. Just a perfect human encounter. And if they knew, they were damn flawless at playing that out. Like, hiding the fact that they know. Like, I've had so many of those experiences where I can confidently say, I am passing like crazy. I'm also a little bit progressive in my philosophies, and I believe you can pass and still get clocked. What? Someone could notice that you are a transgender person, and yet you still pass? That goes back to that encounter that goes beyond gender. That's passing. You're being accepted as who you are presenting, even if they know it didn't come with the package at birth. I am like redefining my own perspective of passing, and it is so powerful. I'm looking at like a further destination, and that's what I want. I don't want to be perceived as female. I want to be perceived as me, and I would be accepted as me. That defies passing. But from gender perspective, I have been passing more. And it's been confirmed a few times that they really thought I was female, blah, blah, blah. And that is cool. But as my passing video from my very, very early days, which is also on Just Jaina, I talk about how passing is not the end goal, and I've been still living that out. And sure enough, it's not the end goal. I found my end goal, and I'm living it as much as I can. Alright, too much of your time. I'm gonna wrap up. I haven't recorded many videos because I haven't been around the computer, because I should be around the computer, but I've been having a hard time. Now I'm opening up and being vulnerable here, but I've been having a hard time taking care of like life responsibilities. It's been very difficult. I have I call it an avoidant stab, where I will think of something I needed to do or should do, and the instant response is like a stab in my gut. An avoidant stab. I don't want to do something. My brain will give me this physical sensation of, yeah, you don't want to do this. It's painful. You should hide from it. And I'm still working on it. I'm still working on that. And I feel bad. And that's where shame kicks in. And yeah, I feel bad that I'm not doing what I should be doing as often. But at the same time, I'm not beating myself up, because if I do, then I won't be able to work at all. So that's what I've been going through, and included in that is being at my computer and recording these videos. And I have so much on my mind and my heart that I want to share in future episodes, so I'm going to start doing it little by little. It also helps if you eat, because I noticed I went a few days without even eating. I guess I should do that. A lot's in flux, and now my hunger system is being taxed as well, and I'm not even hungry to eat food. Like, what? It feels like my burnout all over again. But good news, I'm starting new antidepressants, so I'm excited. I hope they work, and the one I'm taking is Paxil, only because it worked for my mom and it changed her life. So I'm hoping that runs in the genes and I find my perfect antidepressant from the get-go. Yay! And hopefully it'll give me some motivation and activate the reward center, because you know the avoidant stab is from your reward center wanting to preserve itself. But if your reward center is healthy, then you will have that eager, okay, I want to do this for the reward's sake of accomplishing something. So my reward center is all out of whack, and I'm doing better though. I'm going to be doing better, and I am doing better. Well, because it's about HRT updates, do I have anything else? I can't really show you my tights unless I stood on the computer chair. And you know how when I say I should do something and I usually end up doing it? But I think it's unsafe. But these are cool tights. I can't say something and not follow through. Trust me, I am being safe right now. There you go. These are cool. Beep. And they're all striped in the back. Anyway. Hope I didn't show too much leg there. Alrighty, I think that's it for now. I can't wait to share some of my other thoughts that I've had brewing, because Just Jaina is just about to get so intense and serious, but never too serious. Like, I'll still be my crazy self, but like the topics I want to get into are like breaching the norms. Ah yes, and my wife had said to talk to her after I'm done recording this. I'm still doing my coin hunting with my magical coin box, if you saw that episode. Earning coins. It's a great life hack. If you want a life hack that will help you in work or responsibilities, check out the Magic Coin Box. That's perfect timing. This song just ended. I guess that's it for today. Thank you for watching Just Jaina. I hope you have a splendiferous day. Bye bye.